In your pocket right now, there might be a coin worth more than your house. The 1970 Roosevelt dime. A seemingly ordinary piece of currency that most people wouldn't think twice about, could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And today we're going to show you exactly what makes these coins so valuable, and more importantly, how to identify if you're holding onto a life-changing piece of history. Every year, millions of dimes leave the U.S. Mint's facilities. But in 1970, something extraordinary happened. A series of minting errors created some of the most valuable modern coins in existence. These aren't just minor imperfections. They're the kind of mistakes that turn pocket change into retirement funds. Let's start with the basics. A standard 1970 Roosevelt dime was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, weighing exactly 2.27 grams, with a diameter of 17.9 millimeters. These specifications matter because any deviation could signal something far more valuable than face value. And in 1970, there were quite a few deviations. Take the story of Michael Peterson, a construction worker from Ohio. In 2018, while sorting through his father's old coin collection, he discovered a 1970 dime that looked slightly off. The surface had an unusual luster, and the weight felt different. After professional authentication, it turned out to be one of the rarest error coins from that year. A dime struck on a quarter planchet. That single coin sold at auction $4.126, 500. But that's just the beginning. The 1970 dime holds secrets that even experienced collectors are still discovering. One of the most sought-after errors is the elusive double die reverse. Under magnification, these coins show distinct doubling on the torch design, particularly visible in the flames. Only a handful are known to exist, and their value continues to climb with each passing year. Here's what makes these errors so special. In 1970, the Philadelphia Mint was operating at full capacity, trying to meet the nation's increasing demand for coinage. This pressure led to rushed production and quality control issues. While most errors were caught and destroyed, some slipped through, creating numismatic treasures that collectors dream of finding. Let's break down the specific errors you need to look for. First, there's the off-center strike. These dimes show varying degrees of misalignment, where the design isn't centered on the planchet. While minor off-center strikes might be worth hundreds, coins struck 50% or more off-center can fetch thousands. The key is the date. It must be visible for the coin to hold premium value. Then there's the broad strike error. These occur when the collar die fails to properly contain the planchet during striking. The result is a slightly larger, thinner coin with no raised rim. A 1970 broad-struck dime in mint state condition can sell for $3,000 or more. But here's the catch. You need to measure carefully. A genuine broad strike will maintain its proper weight despite its larger size. In 2015, a collector in Texas made headlines when he discovered a 1970 dime with multiple errors. The coin showed both an off-center strike and what appeared to be a die crack running through Roosevelt's portrait. After authentication by PCGS, this unique piece sold for over $45,000. It proved that combinations of errors can exponentially increase a coin's value. But perhaps the most valuable 1970 dime error is the wrong planchet strike. These occur when a dime is struck on material intended for different denominations. We've documented cases of 1970 dimes struck on penny planchets, nickel planchets, and even foreign coin blanks. These mistakes can turn a 10-cent piece into a six-figure rarity. The most extreme case was documented in 2019 when a 1970 dime struck on a 90% silver quarter planchet emerged. This shouldn't have been possible. The U.S. Mint had stopped using silver for quarters in 1965. The coin's existence suggested that old silver planchets were somehow mixed into the 1970 production run. After intense bidding, this unique error sold $4.850,000. Here's what you need to check when examining your 1970 dimes. First, weigh the coin. Any significant deviation from 2.27 grams could indicate a wrong planchet error. Next, examine the surface under good lighting. Look for doubling, particularly on the reverse design. Pay special attention to the torch flames and the letter spacing in United States of America. Use a magnifying glass to check for die cracks, unusual marks, or signs of multiple strikes. Remember, authentic error coins will show consistent characteristics throughout the affected areas. If something looks suspicious, compare it to known genuine examples. The date and mint mark location are crucial. Philadelphia minted 1970 dimes have no mint mark, while those from Denver show a small D. Any variation in the mint mark's position or appearance could indicate a valuable error. Some collectors have found 1970 dimes with repunched mint marks, where the D shows clear doubling. Consider the story of Sarah Martinez, a middle school teacher who inherited her grandmother's coin jar in 2020. While rolling coins for the bank, she noticed a 1970 dime that seemed unusually thick. Further examination revealed it was struck twice, once normally and once with a rotated die. This mechanical error, known as a rotation error, created a coin where the reverse design appears at an angle relative to the obverse. Her coin sold for $12,800. But not all valuable 1970 dimes show obvious errors. Some of the most precious examples are the result of subtle die varieties. These occur when minor differences in the dies used to strike the coins create distinct variations. The 1970 Spitting Eagle variety, where a die gouge creates what appears to be a line coming from the eagle's beak, can command premiums of several $1,000s in high grades. Here's a professional tip. When examining 1970 dimes, pay attention to the edge. A properly struck dime should have reeded edges with consistent spacing. Any interruption in this pattern could indicate a valuable error. Some collectors have found 1970 dimes with partial reeding or completely smooth edges, both potentially valuable variations. The condition of your coin matters tremendously. A 1970 error dime that has never been circulated will be worth substantially more than one showing wear. Look for coins with original mint luster, sharp design details, and minimal contact marks. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC can authenticate your finds and provide valuable documentation. Let's talk about preservation. If you discover what appears to be a valuable 1970 error dime, handle it only by the edges. Never clean the coin. This can severely reduce its value. Store it in a soft, non-PVC holder away from extreme temperatures and humidity. Remember, proper preservation can mean the difference between a good find and a great one. The market for 1970 error dimes continues to grow. In the past decade, prices for major errors have increased by an average of 300%. This growth reflects both increasing collector interest and the ongoing discovery of new varieties. Every year, previously unknown error types surface, adding new chapters to this coin's remarkable story. Think about Robert Chen, a bank teller who developed a habit of checking every 1970 dime that passed through his drawer. In 2021, his persistence paid off when he found a dime with a significant die break across the reverse. This error, caused by a deteriorating die that continued striking coins, created a raised line of metal across the design. His coin, graded MS65 by NGC, sold for $22,000. As we wrap up, remember this. Every 1970 dime you encounter could be extraordinary. Check your change, examine old collections, and never assume a coin is ordinary just because it looks that way at first glance. The next great discovery could be sitting in your pocket right now. The world of error coins is fascinating because it reminds us that imperfection can be incredibly valuable. These mistakes, preserved in metal, tell stories of human error, mechanical malfunction, and the complex process of minting billions of coins. Each error 1970 dime is a unique piece of American numismatic history. If you've enjoyed learning about these remarkable coins, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We're constantly researching and sharing information about valuable coins that might be hiding in plain sight. Leave a comment below if you have any questions about identifying error coins, or if you've made an exciting discovery of your own. Remember to check out our other videos about valuable modern coins, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our latest uploads. Who knows? The next coin we discuss could be one you own. Until next time, keep checking those coins. You never know what treasure you might find.